Welcome to another chapter of Standard 9th Maharashtra State Board. And before we start with the lesson, please do subscribe to our channel Expressophilia. Do not forget to press the bell icon. We are going to learn the chapter, a synopsis, The Swiss Family Robinson. And this is written by John David Weiss. John David Weiss was a clergy. Clergy means a priest. The Swiss Family Robinson is a 200-year-old adventure novel. It is read across countries and translated into many languages as well. The moral values that we learn from this lesson are self-reliance, which is personal independence, determination, which is firm belief on something or having a purpose in life, cooperation, that is doing your work collectively or with togetherness, love for your family, which is very prominent that you need to love your family, prudent use of natural resources, that is prudent means proper use of natural resources. Here, this particular chapter or the lesson teaches us the lessons of natural science. Now here, natural science means the study of physical world and its phenomena. Lessons on good husbandry, that is how animals should be treated and how they can be productive to humans. Lessons on mathematics, that is how mathematical things or formulas can be used to make it a blessing for us. The members in the Swiss Family Robinson are William the father, who is brave and resourceful. He works hard to keep his family safe and comfortable. Mother, that is Elizabeth, she is hardworking, uncomplaining, that means she doesn't complain, and she is similar to her husband. Fritz, the eldest son, he falls in love with Jenny Montrose and leaves the island and goes along with her to Europe. Ernest, the second son, he is calm and studious. He also stays with his family later on. Jack, the third son, who decides to stay with his family on the island. Frank, the youngest son, who later moves to Europe. So now we'll start the story. While the family is traveling in a ship, the ship gets caught up in a sea storm, and the other passengers in the ship evacuate or vacate the ship and leave the Robinson family behind. The Robinson family is now left alone to survive and face the storm on the ship, along with William the father, Elizabeth the mother, Fritz, Ernest, Jack and Frank. The family faces a great storm and is safeguarding themselves by staying in the cargo storage area of the ship. Somehow, the ship escapes the great storm and the family felt a sigh of relief by seeing a tropical deserted island at their side. The next morning, they decided to set foot on the island and explore or look beyond the rocky area of that island. Now, while the ship was wrecked, that is broken up, somehow the family managed to build vessel, that is small containers made of tube, on which they could sail from the ship to the island, and on that they could carry various things such as food items, instruments or tools, ammunitions, and they rowed their way to the island. Along with the family, there were these two dogs, Turk and Juno, who accompanied or followed them while swimming beside their vessel that the family made to reach or cover the distance from the broken ship to the island. Now, some of the items that had survived the storm unharmed were the livestock, that is the animals kept for domestication or profit earning business or purpose, gunpowder, carpentry tools, tools used to shape wooden items or make wooden items, books, or small boats that are attached to a large ship so that they can be used during the time of adversities or such storms to save people or sail them to a nearby safe place. Over a period of time, that is few days, William the father had now joined floatable loops by tying one end to another, making it as a bow, as shown in the screen. Thus now the family reached the island. After reaching the island, family put up the tent. They cut the hard pricking grass and utilized the same to serve it as a bed while they are sleeping, and they cut this grass with the help of arm loads that they had carried from the wrecked ship. The family at one place on the island saw a group of trees. Amongst this group, one tree had gourds on its trunk. So the father told Fritz that these gourds would make excellent utensils like bowls and spoons, as they can be cut into various utensils. After a few days, Elizabeth informed William that she wanted the family to move to a safer place. Their current camp, which was a temporary living, was not protected. It was also dry and hot. She stated if they would build a house up on the large tree, it would be safe from jackals as well. In the process of building a house, Elizabeth found out a perfect tree. Its trunk was 40 feet in diameter. Branches spread far and wide out of the trunk, making it an ideal tree to build a house-like structure on it. Later, they also learnt that is found out the height of the lowest branch from the ground. William, the father, taught his boys geometry and how to use triangles to measure big objects. He measured a definite distance from the trunk. Then William calculated angles using several measured rods, which helped him find the lowest branch, which was 30 feet from the ground. The men then tied knots on the rope at certain distance and joined a bamboo to each knot. Thus, they created a ladder. William went back to the beach to collect wood that was washed off to the shore, with the idea to make sledges on the runner than the wheels. Later, they would use this as a mode of transport. Meanwhile, Elizabeth had been working on her garden. She announced that the plants she had been looking after have now started producing healthy plants like corns, melons, pumpkins, cucumbers were already growing. The next day, only William and Fritz traveled to the forest, that is the woods, examining and finding out various plants, amongst which was a waxy fruit which would be helpful to make candles. Fritz found out a tree which released rubbery solution, by which they could make boots, William claimed. Thoughtful about next winter, William decided to make a safe place from these natural elements, that is the weather. A strong storage spot which could protect them from the environment, and they could store their belongings or other items. Fritz came up with an idea of a cave. As they found no perfect cave, they thought to carve a cave of their own, which was adjacent, that is next to their camping site. On the smooth side of the rock, William marked the dimensions of the opening, and they started finding hard surface from their axes, chisels, hammers and shovels. Next several days, the family cut windows in the rock so that it would help them get cross ventilation, air passing through it and proper sunlight. Once they were finished with it, they had 4 rooms and 1 fireplace. They were now ready with a new winter home. Due to low light in the cave, they felt heavy and dull. To find a solution to this problem, William and Jack fitted a new light. They found a bamboo pole that would touch the floor up to the ceiling. After that, Jack climbed on the bamboo and hung the oil lamp that they had rescued from the wrecked ship. One day, they found out that one of the huts have been completely destroyed and all the garden or cultivation on the field had been walked over or spoiled. And William also found out huge destructive marks on a nearby tree as well. Later, they had these huge footprints everywhere, which was identified as an elephant's footprint. The next morning, the family began to find out a defense mechanism to discourage all the wild animals from entering their cultivated land or field, and they also finalized the idea about a new residence. The family decided that rather building a house on one column, that is one tree, which elephant could easily knock them down, they decided to use 4 strong trees which were almost equal in size and approximately 12 feet apart. Thus, they built another safe home for the family. 10 years had passed by. The boys had turned young men and their parents were proud of them. They called this island as New Switzerland. Many adventures occurred during these 10 years. On the other side of the shore, Fritz had knocked down a bird albatross which was threatening to attack him, and while he got it down, it had a rag tied on the large end of the bird's leg. On the rag, there was a message stating Smoking Rock. William suggested Fritz that it sounded like a reference to a volcano. Since there were no volcanoes in the nearby area, it was obvious that the bird had travelled hundreds of kilometers. However, Fritz was desperately wanting to help this person who had sent this message. While returning back home, he tied the same rug to the albatross leg and watched it fly off. There was a note written for the sender which mentioned, "Do not despair, help is near." Fritz had successfully saved Jenny Montrose, who was shy in the beginning but later on got used to the Robinsons family's lifestyle. One day, a ship put its anchor on a small island. An encampment was put on this small island. Fritz and William used their spying glass, or you may call it as binoculars, and once they returned home, they informed the family they would reveal their identity to these people, as they did not wish to be called as people of uncivilized society. Next day, Fritz and his father met the captain and informed him of their own history and also informed him about Jenny. To everyone's shock and surprise, it was Jenny's father who had asked the captain of the ship to continue his search for her daughter, as he believed his daughter was still alive and he wanted to leave no stone unturned to find her. With a sudden outburst of happiness and celebration, the family, passengers, and the crew of the British ship headed towards New Switzerland, as the Robinson had named the island. Everyone was surprised by the prosperity and good health of the family members and Jenny over this long period on the island. As the day ended, William had realized that they had to make a decision of staying back on the island or returning back along with the ship. Elizabeth and her husband did not wish to live anywhere else but on the island. They had been living there for so long now that they had got used to this way of life. Jenny asked everyone if anybody wished to return back along with her to England. Fritz was the first one to respond, and they both cheered on that. Again, Ernest and Jack wished to stay back on the island with Elizabeth and William. Frank wanted a chance to receive an academic education. He also informed his parents that he wished to marry Jenny and that he loved her. His father had kept a record, a journal of all his adventures for all these years, which he handed to the captain of the ship to be published. Then the ship departed. So thank you all for watching in. People who are new to the channel, you may subscribe to Expressophilia. Do comment, share and like. If you like the videos, please stay tuned for more educational videos only on Expressophilia. Stay home, stay safe.